So we've had interviews with all three, the two who wish to be and the one who wishes to stay as Prime Minister. And all three were, in their way, quite presentable. We have no Trump in this election, which is the first hint we have that God is probably a Canadian. And you could probably follow all three nights with the thought that, in the main, this is a quite respectable trio vying for our highest office. The interviews themselves were a high moment in the campaign. There is much fodder from ISIS, the refugees, the Senate, the economy, and all three leaders' responses on these and other issues for the campaigns going forward. And we've been seeing this already in some particular campaign response. They also offered avenues of perception into the personalities of these three men, style and manner, if you will. It was very interesting. For Mr. Harper's turn, I got a glimpse of something very like repose. Now, maybe this will change, but in effect, he said, well, here I am. You know, because I've been here already, my capacities and my limits. I'm not a personality politician, and I won't be. There are no Oprah books on my shelf. So I'm content if Canadians like what they see and want me to continue, and I will respect it if they take the opposite view. There was almost a curious air of disengagement or detachment from his own fortunes in all of this. Justin Trudeau on the second night presented as vital and engaging. He showed that awful word we use here, growth. He's much better now presenting himself than when he began this journey, and that sunniness of manner of his has real power in modern politics. As Brian Mulroney said of him, and he's right, what's not to like? Now, Mr. Harper steers away from sentiment. Mr. Trudeau floats on it. The one is removed, shudders at the thought of personal exhibition. The other almost made for an age which diarizes on Facebook and hives on Twitter. Mr. Trudeau feels before he thinks. And Mr. Harper, this is interesting, like Mr. Trudeau's father, thinks his way to feeling. Now, Thomas Mulcair is a bit of a Hamlet. He's hard to fix a pattern on, somewhere between both Harper and Trudeau. He's neither all blinds up nor all blinds down. He's amenable, mannerly, and genuinely thoughtful. Both Mulcair and Trudeau are haunted with getting rid of Harper. That sentiment is a great one-way for an opposition campaign, but it will not do as an engine for government. These two were both asked, what was it particularly about them as individuals that they should be the Prime Minister? They faltered on that, I thought. Judgments in politics flow from personalities as much as policies, maybe even more so. Voters take their cues as much from how they perceive leaders and how they think and speak as from what they say. Now, we've seen the three of them audition. In this ever-so-long campaign, this week may have set the dynamic for the rest of it. For The National, I'm Rex Murphy.